In this video, we're going to talk about AutoCAD for web or AutoCAD web app. Now, this is a service that it's online. It's in the cloud, so you can use it without actually downloading and installing AutoCAD. So you don't need to download and install anything. You just need an account, a Autodesk account, so you can access this service, and then you can use it on any browser. And also you have not only the web version but also the mobile version, so you can use it in any device, and you can work simultaneously with more devices and also with other people. You can collaborate and etc, etc. Now I'm gonna open up here another page in this browser, and to find this application just need to type web app AutoCAD or AutoCAD for web or AutoCAD web app or online or whatever. And this is the first result, which is going to bring you directly in the page where you can work. Or you can just go to your area in the official Autodesk website. You access to your area and your surface. And if you, for example, bought the monthly subscription or other subscription, you can get access to the AutoCAD from here. Now in my case, I bought a combination of Revit and AutoCAD, so I also have the possibility to use these surfaces for browsers and for mobile and tablets and so on. Now the first time you're gonna open it, it's gonna look like this, and since this is in Italian right now, I'm just gonna change the language right away. So I'm gonna click on this little engine icon, and I'm gonna change it from Italian to English and save it. Say okay, and okay. Now let's just open up or refresh here. Let's see if it's gonna show me the change of the language. And there you go. So right now we are in English. So you will find a sample folder, so you can click there and you can start to open up these various files. Now I created one called test1dwg. You can also, let's go back here into the main area of this cloud space. You can also upload files. So in this case, I uploaded the lesson 4 of the course in AutoCAD, which you can find in the channel. In a short version, you can also ask for the full version. You will find all the information there. You can also write comments, questions. You can ask for assistance in the comments below. You can also give suggestions to other users and help the community. So just go into your computer, select the CAD file that you want to upload, and then click on open, and that's gonna be uploaded here in this area. And this is what I've done here with this one essentially, which is this one here. And again, it's one of the lessons of the video course in AutoCAD. So I created this file in AutoCAD and then uploaded here. I can continue to work in here and then bring it back into the desktop version. So it's kind of, again, collaboration between different devices or different people working on the same project. You can go back and forward. There are some things that you cannot do here in the web app version because it's extremely light and extremely fast and extremely, let's say, available, because you can use it anywhere, but it's not exactly like the desktop version. Of course, desktop version has a lot more of tools and features, and for example, we have also the 3D part if you get the full version and so on. So this is just an extremely simplified version of Revit, but it looks pretty good. It's pretty neat and really simple to use. Now I'm just gonna show you some examples here. I've created this file. So to create a new file here, you can click here, new drawing. You can also create a new folder. So I created this folder here, projects. I'm gonna create a new drawing here, and let's call this test 1. And you can select here metric or imperial units. Let's create it. And this is going to be in millimeters as usual in AutoCAD. So you will find the grid. You will find also the snaps there. some of the snaps actually. You can click there and set up the snaps. You can use the ortho or polar. You can click on these three dots and activate or deactivate these tools here at the bottom right. You can also access the command bar. So if you type line, there you go, you can click and create your line. You also have dynamic inputs, so if you press tab, you can insert values directly, just like we do in AutoCAD. Now, if you're interested in AutoCAD and in all of these basic tools here, go and check the AutoCAD video course. I'm gonna leave a final link at the end of the video, but you can also again ask for assistance and whatever question you have. And here let's create also spline. Let's find the spline command so we can create standard lines or curves, and it works pretty nice. And again, pretty well. Now I'm just trying to close this curve, and there you go. So it took a little bit. Well, sometimes it slow down. This depends also on your internet connection. Control Z, let me go back here. And so again, you have the different drawing tools here, so you can go and use them just like you use them in AutoCAD, but with not all the tools that and features. Again, you have a simplified version for everything. You have array, you have the edge, so you can click there, create an edge. You can select the edge, go here, you have the properties panel. So let's change this edge into something else. There you go. You don't see the previews here for the edges, just like you do in AutoCAD, but you can find your way. You can change layer. You can work with layers, create new layers. You can work with blocks, with external references, and with a few more, again, features. So here you have undo, redo. You have zoom a stance to zoom everything and frame your project. You have zoom window if you want to zoom in a particular area. Again, you have the layers appear if you want to turn them on and off. You can also select from right to left with the intersection window, or you can go left to right with the inclusive window, just like again in the desktop version. You can also open it up in the desktop. So if you click here, it's gonna open up the AutoCAD version that you have installed, and it's gonna open up the same exact project that you're working on here on your desktop. You can share it if you want to collaborate with other people. You can save it. So again, you can save it here. You can create a new folder and so on. You can print it just in, well, you can set here a series of pens. Here you can save it and print it, for example, in this standard paper size. You don't have the opportunity to print it to perhaps a particular printer, but you can plot it to PDF, and then from there you can print it with a printer or a plotter. Or again, you can open up in the desktop version, continue from there, setting up the line weights and setting up the printer or the plotter and so on. Here you have some preferences. We already saw the language, but you can also switch from light to dark theme, and also the selection settings. You have here some other few settings for tracking, object snaps, units, if you want decimal or other type of units, or decimal degrees, and other navigation, standard, reverse, blocks folder. Well, you have just a few of the options that you have in the standard AutoCAD, of course, but they're gonna be pretty helpful. And you know, again, you can start to work here, and then if you need to do something more complex, you can go to AutoCAD desktop version. Now you can also annotate. So let's create here a dimension. So you can see there the snap, it's working, so you can use it. You can change the snaps from here that you want to use. Let's make this in an appropriate way. So there you go, and it works pretty good. Now you cannot create all the styles and the customization also for the dimension, but you can change something here, just like the size, some of the text types, and some other stuff here, color and so on. And of course you need to select it, otherwise that's gonna go in the next dimension that you're gonna create. So line weight, and let's change here line type. Also you can change line type, and let's change layer as well. Don't like this, let's make it yellow. Okay, and so on. So just, you know, play with that, experiment. It's really easy, especially if you're coming from the standard Autocad. Again, pointers here with the text, and so on. To modify, we have a bunch of the tools that we already have in standard Autocad. For example, let's do here a offset of this line to create like architectural walls, or again double lines. There you go. So they work pretty fine, just a little bit slower probably. Well, again, this depends on your internet connection, I think. So you have the options down there, you have the layouts if you want to see a preview of how this is going to be printed, and that's basically it. So it's not a really complex interface, and we explore it just like an introduction, just like an overview, really quick. But again, if you're interested in these basic tools, basic commands, and how to work, how to start working in AutoCAD, if you're a beginner, check our courses in our channel. You can find a course in AutoCAD. You can also find a course in Revit, which could be of your interest. Now, if you want to support us in order for us to create more videos like this, more video guides like this, totally free, you can support us by joining the channel. And well, you can support us also from the community page, so check the channel. And so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next.